Hi, this is Karen. Welcome to my renamed expanded channel, Your Everyday Oracle. So as soon as I figure out the technology, I will start putting on some of my smaller clips. This channel, I like it for like a longer reading. And I was suggesting earlier and considering taking you on location, and it helps me go on location, which also I feel like is who knows what other messages may arise. So thank you if you're watching. It's nice to be back. And oh, look what's going on already. See if I can bring my light here. Look at that. What's going on here? It's a Nine of Swords. There's a lot of heartache, or the feeling that life is coming at you. It's not for you. So that's the first card I just wanted to follow. Let's see what happens here. Oh Lord, troubles have I. Oh. That song Moby just came into my mind, or from Moby. Someone's got the blues. Or maybe it's a blue period for a few. So I've got the Death in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Hierophant reversed, King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. With an overall feeling that it's just this feeling you've been doing it wrong, or life is happening at you wrong. You're feeling like you've been up and down and all the way through it. Like it's like that feeling where you just can't catch a break. That's what that's feeling like. Death is in reverse. So I'm just gonna say right off the top, I feel like there's a rebirth. Death is very cyclical. It's very transformational. And once you go through it once, there's never going back to that starting point ever again. So, there might be a grieving from the past. Things that you wish you coulda, woulda, shoulda. So, yeah, there's some kind of a rebirth, but then there's a balancing act going on with two things that matter. And I'm talking like things that are material. Like, so two tangible things, not just thoughts, not just ideas, two actual things that there's, a lot of juggling, trying to balance it out. Knight of Wands. And then, trying to find a swift solution. Now we've got the Hierophant, but in reverse. It's like a rejection of teachings, a rejection of tradition. King of Cups, emotional maturity. But with my Instagram channel, we just came across the King of Cups, emotional maturity. Again, you may have been up and all the way through it, or um, and I feel like there's a sense of like, because of it being swords, there's this real sense of grief of, you know, like, oh, you thought you just did it the right way. You thought, oh yeah, like step by step, you know, doing things proper. That, look how that ended. Doing it the logical way didn't work out for you this time. And then the last card is the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like a swift remedy of the material realm. So there's 2 pentacles, the 2 and the Knight, the 2 and the Court card. You went from starting balancing, say the word juggling, you know, like just trying to, you know, make it all come together with 2 separate things, 2 separate matchers. But there's a Knight, which always represents action. It's very action oriented. There's a Knight coming in with a 3rd pentacle. So that 2 has progressed to a 3. Maybe these 2, maybe they were just too even, or you can't decide, or you know, they cancel each other out, or they're just too much, or there's something, you know, like you can't do this forever. It's not sustainable. Maybe that, you know, like there's this, you know, something's going to come in quickly about a new prospect. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because I'm both here at the ends are both Knights. Feels like the remedy is something that's swift. It's swift. You know, it's something that let it happen. Let the thing happen so it becomes quick and easy and effortless. I'm just gonna see if there's something we can end on, because we had a beginning. We had this beginning, and that didn't look good at all. Although our King of Cups, like I said from that Instagram reading, he was reversed, or not reversed, but he seemed like it. I would have read it as reversed. He was torn up, and you know. But there's something about keeping yourself collected, having emotional maturity. But it's through ending traditions. It's discarding traditions. Something like that's why we get in these kind of predicaments sometimes, because you think you're doing it right. You know, you think you're doing everything correct by the book, and you know what? Sometimes by the book doesn't work. See if there's an outcome card. It's a Star card, and it's in reversed. Well, to me, that's hopeful. In the upright, the Star card is hope. It is the glimmer of hope. There's 3 luminaries in the deck: the Star card, the Sun card, and the Moon card. This would be upright. It would be very much a balancing of spiritual concepts and spirituality, but it's in reverse. So the Death card reversed, like I was saying, there's something that is rebirthing or has rebirthed not new ideas, but new concepts, like tangible, like things you can touch. There's been, maybe with that new start, you don't know where to start, or you got a couple of concepts on the go. King of Wands, Knight of Wands is inspiration, like quick inspiration. Could be downloading something, inspired by something, but it's definitely not from a traditional route. Definitely there's the composure of emotions, because starting out with as a hot mess wreck to having your emotions all set up, King is, of cups, he's king for a reason. Because he's been through it. He knows what it's all about. And the king has experience. And with that comes the reward. Star card in reversed. Maybe this isn't the time for hope. This is time for emotional stability. So maybe not being so wishy-washy this time. Being your own emotional authority. We don't want to go back here. There we go. Passion over perfection. Instead of having to be right, or the illusion that you're doing everything by the book, in order, playing by the rules. It's time for passion over perfection. I hope you enjoyed.